Hey guys, so today it's gonna be a different kind of ranked video today. Reason being is because here we have the gameplay footage, but my problem is that I literally forgot to turn on my microphone again. I did make this mistake in the past, but I had no face cam, so it was literally just gameplay, and I was talking to the wall the whole time. So this time I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna try talking over my ranked gameplay, and we're gonna see how it turns out. So at the start of the video I spoke about, okay, this is the new tour, we're now in the Sky Tour, and then I checked the ranked scores and I saw the 50k in first place, and I just lost it. You can just see my reaction up there. You can see my reaction. I'm awfully surprised, and I thought to myself, okay, there was no way I was gonna get to 50k. But I'm not gonna spoil my final score. You're just gonna have to watch the end of the video. Over here, I was analyzing what this guy had and his scores, and I saw the whopping 28k, and I just thought to myself, okay, there was no way this was gonna happen. Like 9,000, yeah, that's easy. 12k, I can drop that any day of the week, but 28,000? Nah, there was no way. And I actually had a 3-slot character for the first course in ranked, Tanuki Mario. But I also saw the P-Wing as a bottom shelf cart, and I'm like, ooh, that's a little iffy. I might have to deal with a bottom shelf cart here. And the gliders, I might have to deal with mid shelf as well. So I hopped into the first course. I went to play Sky Garden, and my god, I was blessed for the carts. You can basically just see, like, there's the one top shelf cart, and there's nothing mid shelf, and everything else is bottom. So the fact that I have just one top shelf glider at like the very top, that just goes to show that Mario Kart Tour has blessed me this day. For a guy who's never seen or played Sky Garden, while I played the track, I actually really enjoyed it. It was actually a lot of fun, the music was nice, and I love the aesthetic of it. Now, I wasn't all big on those green bridges because, you know, obviously it's a little bit tough to keep your combo there, and you know how I am with keeping my combo, but overall, it was actually a really nice track, and I really enjoyed it. Now, after my first playthrough, things did not go well. I ended up in 7th, and I got literally 5,000 points, which is not even good. You already know the drill. I had to run it back, but that's going to be at the end of the video because I don't want to waste my time on the very first course in ranked. After getting such a bad score, I ended up in 18th. So now we're moving on to Yoshi Circuit RT, and I was covered here. I had a top shelf glider, I had a top shelf card, and a top shelf glider. I was really good. I was covered. I was killing it too. I honestly did way better than I initially thought I was going to do, and that's saying something because it takes me a while to score good. I got a coin box frenzy, and I got a green shell frenzy later on, and by the end of the race, I ended up with a whopping 20k, and it takes me more than one attempt to get 20k on a track. Like, I don't usually get 20k first try, but hey, I did it here, and I was very proud of myself. After that 20k, I ended up in 12th. Now moving on to the final track, Calamari Desert 2 RT. Now, I actually didn't have a 3-slot character, and I stood here for a bit because I was debating whether to use Wedding Peach or Meowser, but at the end of the day, I decided to go with Meowser due to the coin box. Now, in terms of cart and gliders, I was fine, but I still had 2 slots, which honestly doesn't bother me as much as long as I have a decent combo time. I will be honest, it did take quite a few attempts to get a good score on Calamari Desert. I kept on getting hit, and it's just one of those situations where one hit can screw up your entire run. Like, it was really tough. It was really tough to actually get a good score. It was tough to place first because I was always getting hit, and people are always stealing my first place opportunities. And on my first run, I ended up with 8,000 points, and yes, I decided to run it back. Alright, so after I was done the 3 courses in ranked, I decided to run Sky Garden and Calamari Desert back again because of my score. I ended up in 9th after playing all 3 courses, and after running Sky Garden back, I mentioned that I wanted to get at least 10k, and it would be awesome if that happened, but this is what actually happened.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
After dropping 10,000 points on Sky Garden flat, I ended up in 5th place in ranked. And I still had Calamari Desert to run back, so I went to do that. It took a few times because bots can be stupid and everyone knows that, but after a while I ended up dropping 11k on this, and that brought me up to 4th place in ranked. And that's when I cut it there. I knew I wasn't going to get into 1st because of that 50k, so being there, it felt alright. It was alright. Not to mention that when I was in 5th or maybe lower, I did mention that recently because ranked has been pretty hard on me lately. Instead of just focusing on increasing my tier, I could just try to keep it. Now, don't get me wrong, I always want to increase my tier all the time, but since rank has been so hard on me, I decided to take it easy for a bit and just at least try to keep my tier because I don't want to go down. I really don't want to go down. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. Once again, apologies for not turning on my microphone. Unfortunately, the upcoming video for week 2 is going to be the same like this because I recorded both of them in the exact same day. Like I said, week 2 videos are always going to be pre-recorded, but I hope we can make do with this. So, for now, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.